Hello everyone and welcome back to another Train Sim World 5 video. Today we are driving the BR193 Vectron, the Flixtrain. So I picked this DLC up for about €6 and I don't usually be buying train DLCs, but the Flixtrain is one I've been on before, so I did want to actually try it out in real life. So here it is in its full glory. And we are driving the service officially from Berlin Hauptbahnhof to Stuttgart Hauptbahnhof, but in Train Sim World 5 of course we have Fulda to Frankfurt. So we're doing that section here. I'm going to do a very quick showcase of the train. It'll be very quick because we need to depart soon. And the Flixtrain in Germany is an interesting one because obviously there's the €49 ticket, so you'd think most people will just use that rather than use the Flixtrain, because the Flixtrain doesn't have the best reputation in terms in Germany, kind of like within pop, like not pop culture, but kind of like colloquially. And but essentially, when I was using it in March, it was actually quite basic because I guess one, there's tourists using it, and two, there's probably people using it who don't use the train often and who don't really see the worth in buying a season pass. Because for instance, traveling between Dusseldorf and Cologne was €4 with the Flixtrain, whereas it's €20 with the ICE. So cool. Anyway, let's continue onwards. So we have our lights on there. I'm not going to use the PZB because this is my third time making this video, because the PZB just literally causes the thing to stop. And another thing is that the performance on this route is absolutely abysmal. Of course, Dovetail Games can optimize this. The Unreal Engine 5 for you is just completely abysmal. But anyway, if I rant over, we gotta make do with what is. So we have that. Release the brake. That brake is released. Confirm set speed. Oh yeah, and I forgot the reverser. Great. And now the only thing we need to do is lock the doors. What platform is this? Der Bahn auf Eisgleis 2 ist der 18 vor 11 Uhr Bahnhof nach Berlin, nach Stuttgart Hauptbahnhof. Die nächste Haltestelle, die nächste Bahnhof ist Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof. Herzlich willkommen nach dieser Flixtrain-Leistung nach Berlin. Die nächste Bahnhof ist Frankfurt. Yeah, grand. I have to reduce my settings to medium on this because at high it was just performing terribly. And you know, the PC is fairly beefy, but like it just eats up your VRAM. So you really need something like ridiculous VRAM, like 12 gigabytes of VRAM. Yeah, so the optimization on this is truly terrible. Now I also need to slow down at one point because I like to go over speed, but there is a point on this map where you will derail if you go over speed. So yeah, I'll need to slow down after the tunnel. I'm not turning on PZB because it was doing my absolute head in. There it is, the Flixtrain in all its glory. And yep, the wagons also of the Flixtrain are quite old. They're the kind of thing you would see in some parts of Eastern Europe. Of course, all of those trains are actually second-hand German trains. So yeah, that's the other thing. The Flixtrain is old, and when I was driving on, it was quite the experience. Yeah, it's, you know, it's just, we won't really get into it, but like I'm sure you can imagine. Anyway, I'm gonna beat myself now, and I'll tune in towards the end of the video in terms of commentary. Yeah, so folks, I'm not going to waste time trying to do this again. I bloody hate this game sometimes. Like, the last checkpoint shouldn't be bloody 87 kilometers away. But yeah, what I might do is I'm just going to load this in from Frankfurt, just because I want to see Frankfurt. Yeah, so I wasn't really paying attention there, because like, it's just one of those things, like, it's kind of like, these kind of like long routes, you kind of just leave it on autopilot, like, it's not really much to do. Anyway, we'll just see Frankfurt from the other end. So what we're going to do is going to hack this a bit. So let's see what this looks like. And yeah. So let's see how this goes. So yeah, literally just gonna do a quick little view of Frankfurt. Yeah, it's just, I kind of saw the red signal there, but you know, it's just wasn't meant to be. So yeah, it's just like I'm not bothered to, like, I've done this already 3 times. I'm not bothered to do this a 4th time, because like there isn't really much. It's kind of, you just leave it autopilot and then that's really it. Great. That's that. Full release. Brakes are cut in. That's fine. Oh yeah, where's the pantograph? That's not the pantograph. This is the Flixtrain to Berlin. Diese ist eine Flixtrain nach Berlin Hauptbahnhof. Graphics don't look too bad on medium. There's some Frankfurt towers. I think Frankfurt is kind of like the central business hub of Germany. So yeah, you can see there. There's that. I think the train should be able to move now. Yep. It's mad how it took me ages to get this moving. I thought I'd have the PZB on, because that's sometimes what happens when you watch YouTube tutorials. They kind of tell you the official way to do things, whereas I like shortcuts. You guys hear that announcement? Yeah, that's one thing. I wish they had announcements in this. There's like lots of the announcement was require this like sound thing that's like €5 in Steam, which is nuisance, have to install overlays and stuff on top. So yeah, this is Frankfurt. It's looking pretty good, to be fair. Because yeah, this is actually the first time I see Frankfurt, because either we just don't reach the destination or it was really foggy. But this time I kept, I think the weather wasn't dynamic, but I kept it on custom the first time. Yeah, once we leave Frankfurt we'll finish the video. Just disappeared. Nice little efficient thing there on their pass. Bye bye Frankfurt. Oh, look at that. There's even planes landing. So Frankfurt am Main must be somewhere near there, because Frankfurt and, even though it's called Frankfurt and, it's closer to some cities in Germany that are like in the Stuttgart area. It's 110 kilometers from Frankfurt, which is not really close at all. It takes 2 hours to get to from Frankfurt. I actually quite like this Frankfurt. It's really cool. There come our aircraft. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this train at the next station. If we even manage to stop in time, I have no idea when the next station is. Distance. actually might. Look at that. What's the name of the station? That's actually fine. We're just about on the platform. I think the last carriage is a bit off, but not to worry. And what station is this? This is... Are we still in Frankfurt? I mean, it could be. The Frankfurt S-Bahn is also this, and I'm sure that we use some assets from here. But yeah, the aircraft flying over is a cool feature. Actually, I think this is where we got caught. That's 4 o'clock. Well, I think it was a bit further out, but anyway. So folks, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and until next time, bye for now.